Well, hello everybody again for the third time today, and welcome back to your favorite show on the internet, Raw Law Unfiltered, with your favorite host, the DUI Guy Plus. We're actually going to go four lives again in one day. We went live this morning. We just finished another Karen Reed video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. And now, of course, it is time to talk about John and Lynette, our favorite duo, our favorite antagonists of recent times. Jeremy Hales has been dealing with them for a while. Now we have to deal with them because they just won't. It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift that keeps on giving. They can't stop, won't stop. I think that song is stuck on repeat for them. Like no joke. It is just it's just unstoppable, unstoppable. And by the way, when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, what happens? Content gets created. So let's go. Let's fucking go. Um, Here's what happened. Here's the latest. So yesterday, John and Lynette, John Preston and John Cook and Lynette Preston. There you go, Larry. Sorry, it's been a long day. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be live with Nick Stero in an hour and 4 minutes. So that's going to be fun also. I can't wait to do that one. The judge in this case did not waste any time at all. And by the way, thank you for sending me this. Whoever did it, I don't want to call you out by name because maybe you want to remain anonymous. But somebody, sent this to me, and I very much appreciate you. So thank you very much for sending me the motions and today the order. I don't even need to check Pacer anymore. People are like, Larry, there's a new filing. Here you go. I love you guys. This is why I love my chat. My chat is like the best chat in the universe. I don't know how I got so lucky to have the best chat, but I will take it every day of the year. Um, Bump my volume. Is my volume down? Oh, not bad. Is this better? Thank you for that, chat. Maybe I turned my volume down earlier when I was um, going live. Is my volume better now, folks? Thank you for pointing that out. Karma is catching up with these two. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, so let's dive in. What is going on here? Okay, so yesterday evening, yesterday afternoon, John Cook and Lynette Preston filed a very interesting motion. A very interesting motion. Motion requesting appointment of counsel. I, the above named plaintiff petitioner, crossed out saying defendant, do hereby swear that I am unable to pay the cost of said proceedings to give security therefore, and I believe I'm entitled to redress. And that I am unable to litigate this case on my own behalf because see the attached. Friends tried a fundraiser online, but his fans made rude, nasty comments, so no one will donate. Okay, I'm not laughing because of their pain. I'm laughing because that's not a reason to get appointment of counsel, and therefore I respectfully request the appointment of counsel. Says this is John Cook's motion. I'm pretty sure. There's two of them. There's two of them, and then there's an order. There are three documents we're going over today. Two of them are almost identical, I imagine, but we'll find out. In support of this motion, defendant states that I have made a diligent effort to employ counsel and contacted the following attorneys. I contacted the Florida Bar, many listed on Google. No one will touch it at all, and we can't afford retainer on 3 court cases. We're on disability income. See, this should have been included here. I'm unable to litigate this case on my own behalf because we're on disability income, SSDI. In support of this motion, defendant states, again, she forgot to cross this out and this out. She crossed this out, but she forgot to cross this out, or he. I don't know if John or Lynette, did this, but I imagine this is Lynette's writing. In support of this motion, a defendant states that I made a diligent effort to obtain the assistance of counsel by contacting the following legal aid organizations, lawyer referral services, or pro bono attorneys. 3 Rivers Legal Services, Legal Aid Community Services, all were called so many. No one will touch this case. By the way, that's really terrible thing to admit. Nobody wants to touch this case. It's not something you want to write. Hashtag buckle. Wait, did you change it to Wendy now? You went from Cartman to Wendy. Why did you change it to Wendy? Okay. Anyway, I need a lawyer who can speak in a language other than English. Please identify which language you speak. English. So you also don't know how to read. It says I need a lawyer who can speak in a language other than English. So you don't need to fill this out. So this should be checked. It's not checked. This should be checked. It's not checked. This should not be checked, and it's not, but this should not be filled out, and it is. I am financially unable to hire an attorney because I'm on disability, Social Security disability, and have too many bills, misspelled, on property and raising a 4-year-old disabled child. By the way, I don't want to share the link, but somebody made a petition and they're asking to raise $75,000 to rescue the girl from the household. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if I can get behind that. I'm just sharing. I mean, it's a little rough. I mean, no matter how and what Lynette is, um, she has lawfully adopted her, as I understand, and you're trying to like take her away. I mean, look, you guys are you know this case better than I do, so I'm just gonna butt out and not make not share my opinion. It just I don't know. You guys know better than me, so I'm just gonna leave well enough alone. I understand that making this application does not excuse me from litigating my case, and that it is still my responsibility to move forward in this proceeding. I declare that my answers to the foregoing are true and correct. John Cook, signed, John Cook. And here's an attachment. I'm a disabled man helping Miss Preston raise her disabled child on a very limited income. Miss Preston took out a protective order in Levy County, Florida on Mr. Hales, and finally, with the help of friends, was able to come up with a retainer fee to hire an attorney for that case. That resulted in Mr. Hales going to Ohio, his home state, and getting a retaliatory protection order on both of us. I couldn't fight that case with any hope of showing the truth being unrepresented. I couldn't fight that case with any hope of showing the truth being unrepresented. So you need representation to be able to show the truth? What? I'm confused. I had an order placed on me, even though I'm completely innocent of his charges. I am pleading the courts. I am destitute to the point that I can't finish building our house at this point or care for our daily needs, as every penny has to go to Miss Preston's attorney now. Are we supposed to feel sorry for your stalking of Jeremy? What? Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? Mr. Hales has said he will continue with motions and legal things until we're financially destroyed. We're involved in 3 cases now. The temporary protective order in Levy County, his protective order in Ohio. By the way, you filed it. You filed this one. This one's on you. You did this. His protective order in Ohio, which he filed himself to try and protect himself from you all after you came down and stalked him, where he continues to charge us with contempt. I'm unrepresented there and now here in this court. A video was put out this week by Mr. Hales saying he's bringing yet another suit against us. Please, I'm begging the court for an appointed attorney because we stand to lose everything we have in this world, including our beautiful... Again, I hate when people use their kids like this. This is just disgusting. We stand to lose everything in this world, including our beautiful child and our freedom. No, this is not. This is a civil case, dumbass. You're not going to lose your freedom. I mean, maybe not here. In Ohio, you might, but that's because you violated a protective order. That's, again, on you. I'm having a very hard time feeling sorry for this man. Very, very. I'm digging, and I find no sympathy, no empathy. Sorry, not sorry. I stand to lose everything we have in this world, including our beautiful daughter and our freedom and the home we're building. So, okay, I'm going to be the first one to say it. Move. Move. Find a new place to live, a better place for your daughter, a better place for you and your beautiful wife, Lynette. And you'd be amazed at how quickly some of these things may just disappear. Maybe Jeremy will file a motion to dismiss. when you stop harassing him. Have you thought about that? Am I the only one with common sense these days? Like, what the fuck? Move. I rarely say this, but like it seems you moved there, you brought this upon yourself. Move out. They live in an RV. It is a recreational vehicle. Remember that scene from Breaking Bad when Asac Schrader, I think it was before he was Asac Schrader, he was still Detective Schrader. Detective Schrader was like talking to his deputy or whatever, his commanding officer, and he's like, we're this close to finding it, and or maybe he was talking to Gomez, I can't remember, and he was like, we're this close, and he's like, oh come on, man, it's an RV, it's not going anywhere, and Schrader looks back at him and goes, it's an RV. That's literally what they do. They go somewhere. They're mobile. They move. They're designed for mobility. It's a recreational vehicle. Move. Just get in and drive. You don't need to stay there. You did this to yourself, and now you're pleading for help and mercy after you fucked up royally and you're messing things up, and nobody wants you there, and now you're just like, oh shit, what have I done? Your Honor, please help us. Like, I have no sympathy. I'm sorry. You can stay. Don't stay, but don't beg for help, or find somebody who will help you. I don't know. But definitely not the courts. The courts are not interested in your sympathy, in your pleas for assistance. I'll just go out and say it. There's nothing up until this point, I restrained myself. I was like, don't say it, Larry. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. But now with this motion, I mean, look at this. We stand to lose. I'm using his words against him. Your Honor, we stand to lose everything. Please, I'm begging the court for an appointed attorney because we stand to lose everything we have in this world. He finally said it. We stand to lose everything we have in this world. I'll tell you what, John. I'm sure that Jeremy and I, in 2 days, we're going to be in Levy County. We're flying in tomorrow. We're going to the ZZ Top Leonard Skinner concert tomorrow night. And then Saturday, I'm going to try and get Randy and Doreen maybe on my channel. Fingers crossed. No promises. No promises. It's all going to be up to them. And then Sunday, we're going to be live with Jeremy and George in the flesh. And then we're flying back on Monday. Yeah, I know. ZZ Top is still going, right? Audio Coffee? Isn't that crazy? So that's going to be really fun. Trailer, RV. I mean, whatever it is. Whatever it is. I'm just serious. I'm being serious. If you stand to lose everything in your precious world, including your beautiful child and your freedom and the home you're building, maybe it's time to mulligan and go build it somewhere else. And maybe I can talk to Jeremy and I'll just be like, hey, Jerms, because we're going to be on a first name basis. Be like, yo, what's up, Jerms? What's up, Georgie? That's stupid. Jerms and Georgie. Listen, yo. What if John and Lynette move? Would you drop the lawsuit? Maybe he will. Maybe he will. But at least you won't be up each other's asses anymore. Because right now you're living across from each other, for fuck's sake. I get to see the shit shack in person. I really do. They live in a shed. Look, there's nothing wrong with living in a shed. You want to live in a shed, that's fine. If that's all you can afford, that's fine. But like, don't cry about it. That's what I have a problem with. You see what I'm saying? Marie Willard, thank you for joining on as a new member. And Luna's Mom 24, being a member for 1 month. Thank you so much. By the way, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Make sure you get that notification when we go live. And if you'd like to join on as a member, membership starts at 99 cents. And if you have questions, super chat me and I'll read those either at the end of the video or during the video. So We stand to lose everything we have in this world, including our beautiful child, the home that we're building for Grace, who is 4. We can't fight these fraudulent charges with an attorney who knows far more than we do. My income is Social Security disability. It doesn't go far. I've had my 5 knee replacements. Now both have been done in 2 years. Sincerely, signed John Cook. And here's caught lying in federal court proceedings video. I'm suing him, bad neighbor, more lawsuits against lying neighbors. So this is all they're capable of is making copies of all the videos that Jeremy is making. More lawsuits against lying neighbors. Certificate of service. I, John Cook, hereby certified true copy has been sent. Email to attorney's counsel, yada, yada. Okay, so that's John's. Let's go to Lynette's. This is Lynette's motion. This is Lynette's motion. Also filed yesterday. Jeremy Hales versus John Cook, Lynette Preston, name of the defendant, Lynette. I, the above named defendant, Lynette Preston, do hereby swear that I'm unable to pay the cost of said proceedings. Again, this is the same language, but we have new stuff here. That I believe I'm entitled to redress and I'm unable to litigate this case on my own behalf because, see the attached, and again, same language, a fundraiser was started, but it's going nowhere due to negative comments by fans of Mr. Hales. I tend to disagree with that. It's because you can't find anybody to support you because nobody believes in your cause. And the horrible lies being told about me. He has a successful GoFundMe, over $24,000 raised for him. Oh, good for him. I had no idea. Well, I did have an idea. I didn't know the number was at 24,000. In support of this motion, I state that I've made the following, again, same language, Florida bar, I called many attorneys, but the remains I cannot afford the But the fact remains I cannot afford the retainer fees. Oh, they're changing strategies. So they're not saying nobody wants to touch this case here. And Florida bar, by the way, misspelled. I've called many attorneys from Google, but the fact remains I cannot afford the retainer fees. And I contacted 3 Rivers Legal Services, Community Legal Services, Ocala. None of these programs will help me. Again, this should not be checked, English, whatever. I'm financially unable to hire an attorney because I'm on Social Security disability and Social Security income. I make very limited income. I understand that making this application does not excuse me from litigating my case, and that is still my responsibility to move forward in this proceeding. I declare that my answers to the foregoing are true and correct. Dated yesterday, signed Lynette Preston. Here we go. I am a disabled mother raising a disabled child on a very limited income. I took out a protective order in Levy County, Florida on Mr. Hales, and finally, with the help of friends, was able to come up with a retainer fee to hire an attorney for that case. That resulted in Mr. Hales going to Ohio, his home state, and getting a retaliatory protection order on me. I couldn't fight that case with any hope of showing the truth being unrepresented. Again, it's the same language as John. I couldn't fight that case with any hope of showing the truth. Why do you need representation to be truthful? Please explain. Please explain. WTF? What does this mean? Why do you need representation to spit out truth? Did we just get raided? Did I miss something? Did somebody raid us? Hashtag buckle up. Because we just like 500 people randomly just joined. We had 2,300 a second ago, and now it's at almost 3,000. Okay, I'll continue. Sorry, I thought we were rated a minute ago. I just wanted to shout out if any channel rated us. But anyway, that resulted in Mr. Hales going to Ohio, his home state. I had an order placed on me, even though I'm completely innocent of his charges. I'm pleading the courts. I'm destitute to the point I can't finish building my house at this point and care for our daily needs as every penny has to go to my attorney now. Mr. Hales has, so this is a copy and paste job here. Mr. Hales has said he will continue with motions and legal things until I'm financially destroyed. We're involved in 3 cases now. My TPO in Levy County, where he continues to charge me from John Cook with contempt. I'm unrepresented there now and here in this court. A video was put out this week by Mr. Hales saying he is bringing yet another suit against us. Please, I'm begging the court for an appointed attorney because we stand to lose everything we have in this world, including my beautiful child and my freedom, and I can't fight these fraudulent charges with an attorney who knows far more than I do. My income is SSD and SSI. Thank you sincerely, Lynette Preston. Again, I stand by my previous statement. Exactly, Angel. This is like you guys remember that South Park episode from was it last year when Prince Henry and Meghan Markle went on the worldwide privacy tour, and he came out with the book called Spare, and they called it. You came out with a new book called Wah Wah. This is literally what it sounds like. Wah. Cry me a river. Sorry, I'm off key. Cry me a river. My girlfriend's like, sing it, go. I'm sorry, she's not my girlfriend. She has a name. Her name is Chandler. People have been like legitimately busting my balls. They're like, she has a name. Her name is Chandler. I'm like, say it louder, say it prouder. Because I've been called every time I tweet, it's like I say my girlfriend and I, my girlfriend and I, my girlfriend and I. They're like, she has a name. She is future Mrs. Larry Foreman. She has no name. She's literally laughing. She's giggling, walking around, cleaning the place as we're gearing for. I'm no longer a person. I'm only Larry's girlfriend. She just said, did you guys hear that? She's no longer a person. She's just Larry's girlfriend. She's like, I'll take it. Oh God, sorry. This is hilarious. Cry me a river. There we go. See, a little bit better. I'm channeling my inner Justin Timberlake. He was really good in that. Babe, did you add The Social Network to our list of movies to watch? Yeah. He plays the guy from Napster. Just remembered. Anyway, I, Lynette Preston, do hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing has been furnished by email to attorneys, counsel, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now comes the good part. If you guys have been patient enough to sit here for 22 minutes, here it comes. Oops, wrong one. Full screen mode. Here we go. You guys have been patient enough. Now, this was the appetizer. Now comes the main course. This came down today, just a few short hours ago. Literally like 2 or 3 hours ago. Look at this. This is just beautiful. This is an order from the court. They did not waste any time. They did not waste any time. They're going straight for the gullet. The judge is making no apologies. He's not giving him an opportunity to, not defame the court. I shouldn't say those words, but to basically manipulate the court system. I will say that. The judge is not giving them an opportunity to defame and, besmirch the court system and use them to their own advantages. Chad is saying you're going to be Mr. Chandler. No. Or maybe no, I'm Mr. Chandler. I would be Mr. Chandler. No, we live in a patriarchy. We live in a patriarchy. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. She is Mrs. Larry Foreman. Future Mrs. Larry Foreman. Jeremy Hales versus Lynette Michelle and Lacey Alexis Preston and others. Order. Defendants. This is the judge now. This is no joke. This is official courtroom paperwork to defraud the court. Thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for, B. Gross. I knew it was a diff word. I just couldn't think of it. To defraud the court, B. Gross. Thank you. Prince Harry. Did I say Henry? I apologize. Not really. I don't care for the royals. Anyway, defendants proceeding pro se have moved for the appointment of counsel in this case. In their motion, defendants claim they are unable to afford counsel. It is well established that a civil litigant, we all saw this coming, has no absolute constitutional right to the appointment of counsel. Appointment of counsel is a privilege that is justified only by exceptional circumstances. See Bass v. Perrin stating the district court should appoint counsel only in exceptional circumstances when it comes to civil cases. The 11th Circuit has instructed courts to consider the following factors when deciding if exceptional circumstances exist. 1, the type and complexity of the case. 2, whether the indigent is capable of adequately presenting his case or her. 3, whether the indigent is in a position to adequately investigate the case. And 4, whether the evidence will consist in large part of conflicting testimony so as to require skill in the presentation of evidence and in cross-examination. That comes from a case called Burgess versus Bradshaw. Now, defendants present no exceptional circumstances. that warrant the appointment of counsel at this time. So that means maybe they'll be given an opportunity to refile it. Oh, that's going to be interesting. So at this time, the defendants present no exceptional circumstances that warrant the appointment of counsel. So what that means is if they refile and they state reasons, maybe the court will grant it. That they're leaving this door open. Plaintiff's complaint asserts claims under Florida state law, including defamation, civil remedies for criminal practices, and tortious interference with business relationships. Those are the three causes of action against each defendant. Three against Lynette and three against Jeremy. Three against Lynette and three against John, excuse me. Looking to the factors above, this is not a complex case. It involves a relatively small number of potential witnesses and should not require the examination and analysis of large quantities of documents. Additionally, at this stage, plaintiffs' legal claims appear relatively straightforward and do not involve novel or particularly sophisticated legal theory. This is the court's way of saying, you're a dumbass. You can handle it. This is judge speak for you. Don't be an idiot. You got this. Come on. Step up to the plate. Furthermore, the pleadings filed thus far by defendants suggest they can communicate their allegations as well as that of the average pro se litigant. Their own filings have bit them in the ass. Oh, this is gold. This is gold. If they have not filed anything from the beginning, maybe the court would have at least considered. But because they were filing motion after motion after motion after motion, they're like, oh, well, clearly you know what you're doing. Like, you're not a complete monkey. So denied. They did this to themselves. They did this to themselves. Oh my God. I'm dead. I am dead. Additionally, this is my first time reading this, by the way. So that's why I'm reacting in real time. Additionally, there's no reason to believe defendants are not in a position to, additionally, there's no reason to believe that defendants are not in a position to adequately investigate the case themselves. Finally, defendants have not provided the court with information establishing that this case will involve conflicting testimony that will require cross-examination by a skilled attorney or skilled lawyer. For these reasons, defendant's motion for appointment of counsel will be denied. If the circumstances change in the future and defendants believe such a change warrants the appointment of counsel, so there it is. See, I predicted it. I can tell when courts, when they use language like at this time, like this, that's a dead giveaway that they may leave a door open. You know what I'm saying? They may leave a door open. And there it is. For these reasons, defendants' motions for appointment counsel will be denied. Now, if the circumstances change in the future and the defendants believe that such a change warrants the appointment of counsel, then defendants may file a motion requesting appointment of counsel at that time. So the court is leaving a window of opportunity. If circumstances change and you really do need a lawyer, you're welcome to request it again. Now, will it be granted? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends if they're following the rules and they're listening to the judge. And again, don't forget to like this video. We have 4,000 people watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. By the way, if you want a consultation, I do consultations in all 50 states. They're $250, so you got to pay to play. We don't just do consultations for free. Sorry, but we just picked up a case in Arizona and we picked up a case in Virginia, and we're thinking about a case in Texas. I'm talking to a client there, so that's kind of cool. So if you have something that we may be able to assist you with, we do all sorts of work, really. But anyway. Yeah, and also if you want to become a member, 99 cents starting ad, you can always go up, and super chat if you have questions. I'll go over those in just a second. Now, if the circumstances change in the future and Jeremy, it keeps saying Jeremy, and John and Lynette believe that such a change warrants the appointment of counsel, then they may file a motion requesting the appointment of counsel at that time. Accordingly, it is ordered that defendant's motion for appointment of counsel are denied without prejudice. What does that mean? Without prejudice simply means you can file it again in the future. Okay, that's what that means. Done and ordered this 4th day of April, 2024. And for the first time, we have a judge's order in this case. And we know who the judge is. Zachary Bolitho. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. United States Magistrate Judge. He's the one that's been appointed to this case. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Let's go over the super chats. Yvonne Chavez has been a member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Yvonne. And so has Joan Feather. 15-minute Mark Feather. Thank you very much. Jem's Journey, welcome for becoming a YouTube member. Same goes to Suzanne. Thank you so much. Suzanne, hashtag buckle up. And GA Bunny, thank you for joining on as a member as well. Don Gibson says, is Jeremy aware of this yet? I'm sure he is. I'm sure Randy and Doreen have communicated this. And if not, he's going to watch this video and be like, oh, be still my heart, DUI guys. No, I'm just kidding. Don Gibson, thank you very much for being a member for 1 month. And Jim Dara, what's up, brother? Again, I know. It'll be up. I promise. It'll be up. Buckle up. Hashtag buckle up. It's the law. It's going to go like right here or something. I'm going to find a place for it. I promise. It's on my to-do list. It's literally sitting on my desk, so I don't forget. We're traveling. Our flight is literally in like a few hours, so we just don't have the time. But thank you. Wrist Disabled Rider, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I think John's best hope is to move far away from Lynette and Jeremy. I agree. I tend to agree. Jim Dara says they're whining about the poor choices they made. Exactly. Babs Messier, thank you so much for your generosity as well. Ali S says, if Hales win, do they get the poop bucket? I hope so. Chris W became a member. Thank you very much. Welcome, Chris W, to the channel. And Sapphire Sky, it's already been a month. Wow. Cool. And Navy Vet for the Broken, welcome back to the channel. You aren't as old as I am, Larry. I had tickets to a concert, and the last album with Fire Behind members of Lynyrd Skynyrd concert was canceled. Oh. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Thank you very much. And Kevin Bobbins gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you for your generosity. That is cool. And so did Jim Dara. Did I call that one out already? If I didn't, I apologize. Here I'm calling it out again. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Yeah. So that brings us up to speed, huh? So what's coming next? It is 8:27 p.m. local time on the Eastern Seaboard. I'm going to be going live with Nicholas Stero in 33 minutes. And after that, I'm doing another day. This is another day of 4 lives. That's pretty wild. This is like another day of 4 lives in one day. Don't ask me how I'm doing it, because I can't answer that. Oh, shoot. Are they in the chat? Jeremy and George? Oh, what's up, guys? The judge said no lawyer for you. I love you guys. I can't wait to meet you all. It's going to be so much fun. We are going to have a ball. You guys. I would ask you to come on, but like, honestly, I do have another stream in 30 minutes, so don't miss it. And I will see you guys in like 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, 2 days. Tomorrow, probably not, because we're headed to the concert, unless you're going to be at the concert, which is like 2 hours north of you. And then are you guys coming to the concert? I guess I should ask. maybe don't say it publicly, because again, stalkers and shit. I mean, you guys collectively, we have 1.1 million subscribers. You know, obviously some overlap, but let 1 million people follow you and I collectively. 700,000 for you all, 400 for me with the overlap. Let's assume 100,000 overlap, which is probably way too generous. But anyway, still 1 million people, no concert for us. Okay, fair enough. I don't blame you. Somebody asked, when am I going to see Jeremy? So, okay. So our flight's tomorrow. We're going to the concert tomorrow night. Then on Saturday, I'm gonna try and stream with Doreen and Randy, and then Sunday is gonna be with What the Hales. Sunday is gonna be What the Hales, and then Monday we fly back. Careful letting Lynette and John, and they can ask for a lawyer. Careful letting Lynette and John know that they can ask again for a lawyer. The court said this. I didn't say anything. I was just reading the court's opinion. And let them. No, I'm not. I don't want to deprive them of their own rights. That's just silly. I have no problem. Like, let them do what they will. I'm not really helping them in any way, shape, or form. I'm simply reading what the opinion means for the public because you guys want to know this. If it also helps them, so be it. I'm telling you, the best piece of advice that I've given on this stream to them is move. Move. I don't say that lightly. I'm not trying to be a dick here. I think it's the best decision that they can make. Do you know why? It's very, very simple. This will save them from having to deal with all this nonsense. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you expose yourself to pain and suffering and then beg for help when all you have to do is just relocate and avoid the whole thing altogether from the get-go? Will somebody please explain to me how are you so thick? How are you so thick? I don't know. To me, it seems rudimentary, but then again, I'm just a YouTube guy, right? It's not like I'm a lawyer or anything with 11 years experience practicing law or nothing. Anyway, just my opinion. Thanks for putting Crimea River on repeat in my head, says Stephanie. By the way, I will see you guys in a week and a half. I'll be in Massachusetts on the 15th. And my girlfriend, Mrs. Larry Foreman, future Mrs. Larry Foreman, is going to be joining me in Massachusetts the following day. She has some stuff to take care of, but she'll be with me on Tuesday in Massachusetts. Very exciting stuff for the Karen Reed trial. If you guys have not been following the Karen Reed saga, oh my God, you guys are missing out. Oh my God, you guys are missing out. Navy vet for the broken. Again, thank you. Members with fire behind them were killed in a... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a reason to cancel. I had no idea. I am so sorry. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's terrible. Yeah. Ray Mail 1962. Can Chandler make chicken soup and matzo balls? She says absolutely. What kind of Jew is she? Like, come on, what do you take her for? Alan Johannesson, thank you very much for your generosity. And Shelley Hall says, I thought only the plaintiff was entitled to counsel. No. Usually it's the opposite. You are right. It's the defendant, actually. The defendant is the one. The plaintiff is usually the government. The government is coming after you, prosecuting you for a crime that you have allegedly committed, right? That's what happens there. That's what happens there. So, like, you are being prosecuted for a crime, let's say, right? You're being prosecuted for a crime, and there was a case. Oh my goodness, come on, Larry. It's on the tip of my tongue. I know this case. Oh, the right to counsel. Oh my God. I see his face. Gideon versus Wainwright. There we go. Gideon versus Wainwright. Gideon versus Wainwright is the famous seminal case, 1968. I'm going off memory here. 1963. I was close. 1963. 1963, Gideon versus Wainwright is the seminal case that basically said you are entitled to an attorney as a criminal defendant. Now, in civil cases, there is no right to counsel except for the order that we just read. In situations where those things are met, then you may be entitled to counsel. Those 4 prongs. That's a 4-prong test. If it gets like too complicated, etc. So Gideon versus Wainwright kind of set the stage 61 years ago, and then everything has followed. Larry, the DUI guy, the form says plaintiff, and they had to cross out and put defendant. Well, respondent. They don't understand that defendant and respondent is kind of the same thing. It's babe, somebody's trying to correct me in the chat. Chandler is your fiance, not your girlfriend. I haven't proposed yet. Okay, chill out, freaking chat. I love you guys. They're trying to push me in the direction like, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then I should have put a ring on it. She's giggling over there. We need a video of you and Jeremy singing karaoke at Bubba Q's. I'm down. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Hi, I'm Bender. Let's do it. Janice, thank you for joining on as a member. And Alabama Rose, welcome back. Long time. I hope you're doing better, my friend. We need to get in touch. I've just been so busy. I'm so sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. I'm like the worst friend because I'm always working. Amanda Nakvi, thank you so much for becoming a member as well. And Navy Vet for the Broken, welcome back as a member to the channel. Thank you so much. Chad is like, babe. Chad is like, well, hurry up. Even she says, let him take his time. My God, she gets it. Anyway, don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you have all, on it, because that way you'll get notified every time we do one of these lives. If you are so inclined to join on as a member, membership starts at 99 cents and you can join on. If you're on an iPhone, you have to, for some reason, iPhones don't allow memberships to this channel. I don't know how to fix it. But if you want to join some other way on the computer, PC, iPad, whatever, you should be able to. And if you would like to ask a question, as we are wrapping things up here, but I usually read questions at the end, as you all can see. So if you want to super chat, I always answer questions that you super chat. And of course, sometimes even if you don't super chat, I still answer questions. Anyway, I hope you all learned something. As always, I like to pride myself on edutainment. That's literally the category that I belong to. I try to educate people while also being entertaining. If you want to talk to me, $250, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about anything. I'm a very expensive therapist. For $250, I will listen to your troubles for 15 minutes. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. 15 minutes, Mark Feather. Also, $250 can give you 15 minutes of DUI guys time. So pick your poisons. Lynette can officiate us. No, please, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. All right. Since nobody else has any more questions, I will see you guys in about 22 minutes. In 22 minutes, we're going to be live again. I'm going to push you all in there, but it's not live yet. So if you want to hang out in the chat, I will see you there. 9 p.m. in 22 minutes, we're going to be going live again. We're going to be talking about the Delphi murders with Nicholas Stero. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages. No, these non-messages. What the hells could serenade for the proposal? That would be fun. And say thank you. All right, guys. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. I'll see you in the other video. Bye, everybody. See you in a bit.